Hey guys, welcome back. Just wanted to do a little bit of an update after the last. I didn't get a chance to add it into when we did the last video about the door. But for those kind of following along, I am back to work, thankfully, and got a great job working from home. Absolutely love it. Taking a little bit more of my time, so we're not getting as much work done on projects as we'd like. But I thought we'd share a couple projects here before we get too deep into it that we've gotten done over the last couple months. We just kind of plugged away at stuff that we can do with that didn't cost us a ton of money. Didn't film it, unfortunately, so I apologize for that. But we did a couple things. I'll flip the camera around here in a second, but just to get a couple projects done. We're still kind of in work in progress here, but let me flip the camera around. So those have been watching the video, the driveway's there, house is there. We used to have an old doghouse right in here. We moved that out of here and we kind of landscaped it. Forgive the brush here, I haven't cleaned it out, and I'm using it kind of to stop the erosion a little bit because the water all comes down off of here, down in here. But we built this shaded garden for Jodi for some of her plants that need, full or partly shade. So she's got a place to do it, because right now it's down in this group of trees, and eventually we want to get this out and clear this out and grade it, dig that out more and grade it so it's sloped properly. Same with over there, and that's where some of the dirt is we're working on right now for this. But I'll talk about this here in a minute. So we just took some of these boulders, which we have an unlimited supply of boulders, as you can see from our videos, and just built this little rock retaining wall. I mean, it's not perfect. It'll have weeds eventually. It'll, but it kind of helps. And so she's got all her flowers, and most of these are natives, except for the hostas, but like all this stuff is native plants that she has. And then the local greenhouse, this was in rough shape, so they said, well, here, you want it? We can work with it. But yeah, so this is what we kind of did, and it turned out great. Now, to this, as some of you may recall, this was nothing but scrub trees, kind of like what you see right up in there. This was cleared out a couple years ago. We cleared it, brushed it out to make room for the driveway, and it's just grown back in now. But we wanted to do something to have somewhat of a yard. As you can see, the grass is starting to fill in here, and we just did this grading work here. But I'm going to try to film some of this here going forward. I didn't film my work yesterday. So what we're doing is giving her a garden for daylight. So she's got some space to put her native plants that she loves, native flowers. So we're going to clear out, well, let's see if I can point it out. There's a birch tree right there. So everything on this side is coming out. This is the pond. And the grasses and stuff are starting to roll in and creep in on it, which is fine, which is what we kind of wanted eventually. But we're going to clear out this group of trees here, and then kind of where I got it graded to right now. And this was probably 4 to 6 loads of dirt just to get this kind of leveled off, and it's still got a little bit of valley, but I wanted that for the water flow to come down. So this will be kind of a drainage area down into the pond. But we're going to carry this rock wall from here. We're going to carry it up, and then I'm going to build this up. So this will actually be level area, flattened out a little bit. It won't be so sloped. And we'll do another little rock retaining wall with these big boulders. And I'm working on collecting those boulders now, so that we can fill this in, and this will become her regular flower bed for her natives that need full sun. But I'll take you, kind of show you where we're working. And like I said, I'll try to film some of this today, because I'm going to work on it a little bit today till I get low on fuel in the loader. But she's got all these native plants here, which are absolutely beautiful. I love it. Bees love it, hummingbirds love it, butterflies, dragonflies. Those are all things we want to encourage to come around. So she's got them planted here, but it's not really a designated area. It's right up against the grass. So what we did is started cleaning this out. Got a couple toppers that I need to get rid of. I'll never use them. They've been here since we bought the property. but they're a multi-person job, and Jodi's down in the cities for the weekend visiting family, so they're stuck here. I'm not going to try to move them by myself. But we've been digging this out. Actually, I'll come around the other side because you can see it better. Oh, and that's the boulders that I've accumulated just doing this. And as you can see, it's the land that we have here we got more boulders than we know what to do with. So so that's why we're trying to build stuff that we can utilize these boulders, build retaining walls and such. And eventually this will get sloped down to match. Let me get around the corner to match that over there. And the same with that group of trees. Once all her flowers have been moved over and she's got that good sun garden, we can start tearing that apart and grading that down and getting it to where we want it. But yeah, so that's kind of what we've been dealing with. So I got to pick through some of these boulders, get them out of here, and then start building that retaining wall. And that's what I'll try to film here next with this video. But we're slowly just trying to plan on projects, do stuff that we can do that, like I said, doesn't cost us anything. The only thing we did spend money on, which kind of holds us up, which I got to fix, because we had some wind. I flipped the camera around. We had some more wind, and as you can see, it tore off our ice barrier on that corner and on this corner. But we did add in right there a skylight to get some air ventilation up there and get some light in to kind of air that out. That'll eventually be my office where I'm going to be working. So wanted to get that done so we could put the roof on. We got all the steel. Now we just need to get a crew of people together and get that roof going. So that's our hope here in the next couple weeks, and we'll film that as best we can. But yeah, so we're got some work to do. We got that to clear out. And as you can see here, I'll actually show you these, because for those that like native flowers, I'll show you some of the ones she's planted, which are absolutely beautiful. But don't ask me what they're called, because I don't remember any of the names. But she's got this. And the bees, just the bumblebees, just love this. So she's got, this is actually, oh, God, I'm drawing a blank. Native milkweed. So this is what our native milkweed looks like. And everything she's planted here, the bees just absolutely love. These are past blossom now. They're not really full blossom. So that's Jodi's little hobby project stuff, is native flowers and things like that. So she's loving that. But we're trying to give her space so she can enjoy that, and trying to make room for stuff so that we can start grading, clean up the yard some more, and getting some of the garbage that was left here. There's just stuff everywhere in canvas. The previous owner loved to collect military tent canvas, so we got a ton of that laying around. I'll show you an example of it here, but show you kind of the mess stuff we're cleaning up. So this is just one thing. It was an old swing at one point that's been rotted out. All this wood, this was all right here where I dug it out. Even a paver, that's been there. But you'll find, as we go around the property, you'll find stashes of canvas like this. This is probably, I think, the fourth one I found that are just laying around the property. And of course we use some of it to do that, and to block off the top part of the shed to keep the weather out of it. And we use some of it on the woodshed to keep the weather out of the woodshed. So it's all stuff that's been here, and we're just gonna clean it up and get things going here. But that's kind of the plan for this week's video, or this video I should say. But I'll bring you along, and we'll see what we can get done today. that's the progress so far. Got some cleanup work to do, but you know, one load, I'm going to probably need another load of dirt to bring it up, and then I'll have to extend more rocks because I want this to be fairly flush. Not quite to the road, but I want it to come up to, I don't know, let's see. I want that to come up to about here. So I'm going to have to raise up more rocks, bring that up, which is fine because I plan on doing this all the way across. Because I have all that dirt over there that I plan on eventually moving. And that's going to use to fill in this. So this will become a deeper pool of water eventually once we get the bentonite clay in here to kind of hold it out. I mean, it's just washing out right now. It's just full of sediment. And actually, this is staying pretty good right now. So I might have covered up the layer of gravel and sand. So it might be filling in now. But you can see how it's just eroding down here and filling that in. So eventually, it'll fill in. But we'll add some bentonite clay to kind of help seal it up so that it holds water all year round. Because the goal actually is to have the water up about the top of the rock line, almost to the edge of where those chairs are down there, so that it's going to be completely full of this bowl. That's our long-term goal, so that we got about an 8-10 foot deep hole that we can actually stock with some fish and aerate it and such. But yeah, that's the progress so far. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I'll make a part 2 of this as we finish it up, but I think for now this video is getting kind of long, so I figure I'll send this one out and we'll get another one started, finishing off that flower garden. So appreciate you guys hanging out with us, and we'll see you in the next video.